What up, everybody? Everybody, welcome to another brand new episode of Live Forex Training with your host, Peeling Mindset. Peeling Mindset. We are here. This is the 20th of May, and we have Mandish, we have Sudeep right here with us.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
How's it going, boys? How's it going? Everything's good?
All good, all good, all fine. I'm hungry.
Hungry.
Feel hungry. Let me go grab something.
Right, let me share my screen right here. All right. This. Hello. Okay, beautiful. Everything is working. All good, all fine. We are here. All right, so I'm going to break down today's chart and we're going to see what's happening. Yesterday we had, it's so interesting to see what's happened in pound yen because our bias yesterday was a buy. We actually got some buys and later down the road, we actually pushed down heavily. And then today's Asian session, we started pushing up. It's almost like grabbing the premium price, doing fake outs, trying to break some resistance. And now at this point in time, almost like a retest. And now, how is this still a buy? This is still a buy because we are rejecting the channel on the top. Now, as long as we stay above 159,565, I think we have a great chance to move up. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the levels. I don't need to do a lot of fresh analysis here. Looks like things do still make sense. I'm just going to erase some of the lines from the bottom because I don't need this today. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to point out this resistance on the top. Now we're going to look at the chart from a daily, actually from monthly to a high time frame to lower time frame perspective, and we'll see what's happening on a monthly perspective. Look at this. To push up, we needed a retest to move further up, and this is a very decent retest. We moved down, we tapped the retest area. At this point in time, monthly candle rejecting the bottom pretty hard. The weekly candles, on the other hand, does have a potential to reject the top and then start pushing down. If I was betting on the fact whether weekly would be bullish or bearish, I would bet on the bearish side more, just because the current weekly candle is rejecting the other candles, actually respecting the previous candle's body, rejecting the top. It's looking in about the same. In about the regular price action where it starts rejecting the top, then start pushing down. So weekly candle does have a potential to push further down. And this is the last day of the week. This is the Friday. So we could see bearish price action. But on the daily time frame, what I see is there is a head and shoulders sort of a pattern where oftentimes we see a heavy push down on this pad of the move. So if this pattern is actually happening, we are still below 159,650. So there is a potential to push down. And we can see daily candles kind of respecting the support area. The rejections getting higher and higher. So we want to see, if we are pushing down, we want to see aggressive selling action, resistance, engulfing action on the top. Otherwise, there is a chance we can push up for today because there is a support and the candles close with a wick on the top showing signs of continuation. So I'm going to keep things in mind, such as weekly candle has a bearish potential, daily has some sort of bullish potential. We are still in a high time frame bearish pattern, a head and shoulder pattern, right? So the trade or the bias is not going to be solely based on the idea that there's a head and shoulder pattern, but the bias is going to be built slowly from like daily, weekly. Is there some sort of pattern we've seen? Is there a channel action? Is there a rejection? And so on and so on, right? So on a 4-hour time frame, what I can see is, look at this. 4 hour is actually kind of interesting. Why is it interesting? This 4-hour candle, the London candle pushed up above the resistance. We broke the resistance. Now the new 4-hour candle is retracing in its first half. Actually, we are almost in about the second half of the 4-hour candle. Now there is a potential we can start pushing up on a lower time frame, especially 4-hour perspective, because this is almost sort of like a retest. Unless we see some sort of fake out action on the top, we can still push up. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase all these levels. I'm going to erase all these levels and note down fresh levels actually. So this right here is a 4-hour rejection area. That is 160,100. All right. I'm gonna color this something different so that I know there's something happening over there. And now I also am noting the fact down this is a resistance area, the 159,590. All right. Now let's go to 2-hour time frame. 2-hour time frame. What do we see? This 2-hour candle is actually doing a retest. If I have to adjust the level, this could be a proper retest area according to 2-hour 159,645. I'm also going to note down the rejection level on the left hand side. That's a 2-hour rejection level. I'm going to go to hourly candle now. Hourly time frame kind of aligns with the resistance. I'm just going to note the area down. This area. Yep. So what's going to happen is my bias price stays above 159,645. We need to see some sort of support to retest the daily high, but also keeping things in mind such as this recent price action is a very, very rangy price action. Look at the wicks. It's definitely looking like a Friday. There's no doubt it's not looking like a Friday. It's definitely looking like a Friday today. And it is Friday. I also want to note things down such as, is there any sort of news happening? There were news for pound. Looks like there was MPC news, MPC conference. Member of Parliament, probably. Let's check what this is, right? Oh, Monetary Policy Committee. Yep, Monetary Policy Committee. Now, this is something fundamental. The talks in this conference is crucial. Are they hawkish, or are they do not have positive hopes, right? So are they talking about short-term strategies where currency may dip down, a lot of bond buying, whatever, right? So what I see is there is a news release in pound talking about it's a good pleasure. On Wednesday, we learned that UK consumer that stand this MPC forecast that it will rise to double digits. Okay, interesting. They're anticipating good numbers for pound in the coming times. That's what the talk is about. That means it is something positive for a pound. So there is a potential we can push up.
Retail sales as well.
We had retail sales today.
Yeah, and it turns out to be good.
Was it today?
I think that
Oh, yep. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Retail sales turned out to be good. That is correct. Right. So retail sales came out positive. That's something nice for pound yen, obviously, and we broke the range. Now, what I can see is the 4-hour rejection level was valid, but I can also see the hourly to hourly showing a better range on the top. I think 163.35 is achievable if we have some sort of volume in the market and we start seeing some sort of proper support. So I think buys above 159,950 is a good idea on a 30-minute perspective. On a 30-minute, I can see this extends, the range extends all the way up, but I'm going to keep things in mind such as 163.35 to be a rejection level. Because when I take a buy, I'm not going to expect price to hit all the full range, not the 45 pips range. I'm going to anticipate the price to hit maybe, give me maybe 10 to 20 pips. So when it moves 20 pips, I'm out of the trade already. When people anticipate the full move, they hold the trade, I am out, right? Especially because it's Friday. Friday, if you get a quality trade, I think it's a great idea to just be happy with it. All right. We are in the fresh few minutes of the hour, and in the first few minutes, it has dipped down, which is good. So what we want to see is we want to see at least a 15-minute support to start with. So let's see what's going to happen. Are we going to get some sort of support? Or what is going to happen? Actually, on a 15-minute perspective, this buys is not looking the best, isn't it? It's kind of rangy. I think this is more like an experienced trade than if we're going to take buy, it's going to be fully based on experience. Wow. All right. So 1 minute is 5 minutes starting to engulf already. I think this is a good spot to buy, to be honest. Yeah. I actually took a buy just here. Just took a buy. Could be an early trade, but I am anticipating my bias is still buys. So here's something that could happen, right? So this could be a risk management trade too. Why this could be a risk management trade? Because previous 15-minute candle closed with a wick at the bottom, showing 80% chance it could continue down. But what I am seeing is I'm visualizing hourly candle to dip down, and the dip has happened, right? So if the dip is good enough, if the the dip down is a proper liquidity grab before we can push down, before we can push up, we have dipped in pretty hard, right? So anything above 159,645 is good. I just want to see a support for a better price action, but I've taken a dynamic position. There's not a full blown position here. It's a dynamic position. One of the key things I saw was this 5-minute candle engulfing the previous 5-minute candle. So if we are to push up, this is a start of that push up, right? And also what I'm seeing is I'm seeing rejections getting higher. This rejection is higher than this rejection. And again, this rejection is higher than the previous rejection. So 5-minute candle closed with a wick on the top, showing more continuing signature signs here. We want to see 1-minute candle doing something similar as well. That's what we want to see here.
Honest,
Yes, sir.
but we have a 2 hourly candle closed bearish. What do you think about that? Previous 2 hourly candle closed bearish, tapping the resistance above it.
What I
It's
see this
rejecting.
as is, for example, if you remember what I talked about last night, I was anticipating bullish bias yesterday, right? And it didn't happen. So if it was to support, if it was supposed to happen, right, it didn't happen. So was that only auto collection for today to move up even higher? Potentially. Was there some sort of catalyst in the market to push up? Yes. Retail sales. Was there any fundamental news release? Yes. The official monetary policy committee is talking about bullish action. Now, fundamentally as well, I am still bullish. Now, here's the thing that could happen. This could be an early trade just because we are only leaving the range right now. It's a fresh leave. We're only leaving the range right now, so there could be few more rejection at the bottom before pushing up. So is not the best trade, but is a dynamic position taken, anticipating a rejection at the bottom. It is still aggressive. Looking at the 15 minutes, it looks very aggressive at this point in time. If the 15-minute candle breaks its own low, it's almost like the trade is getting invalid by the minute. Now, what I want to see is I want to see 15-minute candle not breaking its low, and I want to see 5-minute candle break the previous 5-minute candle's high. That's how my trade will be valid. Otherwise, it's just going to be early close because it is what it is, right? Let's see. I want to look at yen basket too. What's happening in yen basket? Our yen basket's actually showing. Oh, it's actually pushing up. Interesting. Yen basket is pushing up. What about pound USD? What is pound USD doing? Pound USD showing bullish signs, but we are rangy in pound USD. Pound USD super duper rangy. All right, so the 4-hour candle is dipping pretty low. We are in the last half of the 4-hour. 2-hour candles not looking good. 2-hour candles retracing. Hourly candle engulfing few candles on the actually one huge candle. That was the actual move up. Is almost engulfing that. 36 minutes remaining for the hourly candle to close. A 30-minute candle aggressively pushing down below 159.645. Now, 15-minute candle is not looking good at all. For a better trade, I think waiting for a support is a good idea. This definitely was a dynamic position. My idea at this point in time looks very invalid. So I can close this position anytime because the whole idea is I don't want to get my stop loss hit. And just because this was a dynamic position, uh, actually I might not take any other trade today because it's Friday. There's Friday, literally no forcing trade. I'm going to give it a few more minutes to breathe and I might just close it because it is what it is. Yep, everything is rangy. Gold is rangy, pound yen is rangy. Look at gold, right? Last night, gold definitely was a buy.
Yesterday, unemployment claims was yesterday, right?
Yep,
Yeah, took buys.
beautiful. And today is a
What do you
rangy.
think about selling selling pound yen if it manages to close
I wouldn't,
below
I
inside that
wouldn't,
range?
I wouldn't touch pound yen in this range right here. So between 159, 135, and 159, 645, it's kind of ugly, to be honest. Our 15-minute candle.
Pound yen is definitely, yeah.
Oh yeah, 5-minute candle close bearish. This is a invalid trade at this point in time. So the whole idea is, yep, not looking the best. 1 hour, 34 minutes remaining for the 1 hour to close. 30-minute candle has 4 minutes remaining. If this 30-minute candle engulfs a lot of candle on the left hand side, there is a potential we can push even harder towards the downside. Yeah, 15-minute candle rejecting the top. It's an invalid trade at this point in time. Just close everything. Doesn't make sense. Rangy. Rangy, rangy. Okay, boo. Ooh, green tea. Gotta love green tea. Tea.
We might get gold sales on us.
Let's look at gold. Let's check gold out here. Or gold on a monthly point of view. Let's see what gold looks like on a monthly perspective. Monthly rejected the bottom. Okay. Weekly still has a bearish potential, but it's retracing after tapping a demand area. Now for daily seems pretty bullish. The momentum has been bearish for a long time. There could be a channel playing out here. There actually could be a channel playing out. Let's draw a precise, you know what? Let's remove everything. On a daily time frame, what I can see is there could be a channel actually playing out. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right, on a 4 hour time frame, we are ranging side by side. There is a range on the top that we can push into. There is a range. I can see a 4 hour support right here. 4 hour. Obviously, there is 4 hour support. So probably, if the 4 hour candle rejects the bottom, we can start pushing up. Now, on a 2 hour time frame, this is what's happening on a 2 hour. 2 hour, we are ranging so hard. But this is actually a good sign. If we are trying to push up, more than likely, auto collection is necessary. All right, that's way more. I would say that is way more regular than just starting to push up all of a sudden. All of a sudden, that could be impulsive. That could be news causing that sort of impulsive move. But I think auto collection like this is a valid idea. Now, the real question is, are we going to get a move today, or maybe it's going to be across the next week? Now the real answer that I would base myself is maybe the move is going to happen across the next week. It's not going to happen just today, right? So Mandish was pointing out if we could catch some sells could happen. It will definitely be a scalp trade than a momentum trade, right? A momentum trade, basically you would want auto collection, break the high, then push up and whatnot. we might need another catalyst before we can start pushing up on a 2-hour time frame. 2-hour candle rejecting the top. Now I'm gonna adjust this level. Oh wow, gold is starting to push down here. Beautiful. Wow, we are pushing down here.
Are you thinking about a sell top or a candle to close below that? Before?
I'm thinking about a candle close. On a 5 minute, it's not looking good. 1 minute looks like it could push down. Okay. Pound yen still hanging around at 159,645. Neither we are pushing down, neither we are pushing up. We are just in between. Super duper rangy. We are rejecting 159,645, but we're just having a little bit hard time pushing down. If we are pushing down, 15-minute candles are sustaining below 159,645. I'm not going to take any more trade. I'm just here to fill my experience book. As always, that's it.
I think it's the slowest pre-market for this week.
Yep, that is actually true. The slowest pre-market.
Okay. I think it's time for goldens. Gold.
Just the gold is pushing down. Okay. Thinking about a sell stop below 1842.20. See if that could work out.
Oh, sure.
Goldie, goldie, goldie. Goldie, goldie. Goldie, goldie, goldie. Goldie. Yeah, I feel like my gut feeling's telling me everything is just super duper rangy. Not just gut feeling, my eye feeling. My
The eyes are
mind.
feeling.
Yeah, eyes.
Oh, there's parliamentary elections going on in Australia. I didn't know.
Yes, sir. Elections are going on.
The Nepal election is very interesting right now.
Is it? I haven't looked into it. What's happening?
Well, Balin is winning till
Wow.
now.
Beauty. Beauty. That should happen.
Yeah, it should.
I'll be so damn happy about it.
If I were back in Nepal, he is the one I would vote.
Me too. Absolutely. No doubt on that.